of the Republic of Kenya to address and make his remarks. Please let us be upstanding as we welcome His Excellency.
Asanteni sana, tafadhali tunaweza kuketi chini. Thank you very much. The Honorable Cabinet Secretary is present, the Chancellor of Garissa University, Vice Chancellor, faculty and staff, graduating students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Hamjambo. Assalamu alaikum. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. I am delighted to be with you today for this momentous celebration. We are gathered here to honor the scholarly excellence and academic achievements of our graduates, as well as the inspiring resilience and growth of Garissa University into a distinguished institution of higher learning and research in the Republic of Kenya. I am very proud of my association with this university and the steps and strides that Garissa University has made over the years. To the graduating class of 2024, congratulations. This ceremony provides another opportunity for Garissa University to affirm its significant contribution to higher learning, training, research, development, and innovation, not only as strategic inputs to national economic transformation, but also as efforts to produce a new generation of leaders and professionals. In our midst, and listening to the speech, the valedictory speech, I am persuaded that we are, as a country, moving in the right direction, because I can see a clear future of leaders and professionals. The history of this university is an inspiring account of progress amid difficulty, triumph against daunting challenges, and success in the face of risks and threats. From its inception in 2011 as a constituent college of Moi University, and even after receiving its charter in 2017, the university has stood as a beacon of hope, as an oasis of opportunity, and an island of transformative possibilities, and a premier educational institution in Kenya's arid and semi-arid lands. It is, in its early years, the university endured and overcame significant adversities, the most tragic being the murderous attack in 2015 by despicable and cowardly terrorists who victimized innocent young people, many of whom were women. Despite these immense setbacks, the university remained committed to its vision of providing quality higher education, training, research, and development, including innovation, to our northern rangelands, which have been historically neglected in the provision of higher education and many other public goods and services. The principled determination demonstrated by this institution embodies the indomitable Kenyan spirit of focusing on our aspirations with fortitude, overcoming challenges with grace, and responding to misfortune with excellence. Today, we celebrate determination, resilience, and triumph. We are here to remember and remind one another that the sacrifices made to stay the course have not been in vain. We collectively invoke the Garissa University community's defining ethos, inspiring each one of us to always strive for excellence, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. I request you, ladies and gentlemen, to rise and join me in a moment of silence to remember, appreciate, and honor the innocent young Kenyans who died here as they quenched their thirst of knowledge and prepared themselves to contribute to our nation's development. Thank you very much. May their memory remind us of the precious opportunity we have to make Kenya great. And may we all do our best to give our young people a safe country to grow, to learn, to live, and to lead. The resilience of this university exemplifies the resilience of this region and our nation. It is not by mere coincidence that this institution has become a center of excellence for security and peace studies. It is evident that today's graduates have benefited from their diligence, perseverance, and the support of their mentors, their lecturers, their parents. We are immensely proud of you as you proceed into the world of work and further learning, and I encourage you to seek every opportunity to apply your knowledge and skills positively in the communities, in the areas, and throughout our nation. In particular, you are called upon to be active and involved citizens, conscientious and dedicated professionals whose presence and work contribute to the economic growth, democratic vigor, stability, and security of our nation. As a government, we appreciate the role of higher education, training, research, and development in socio-economic transformation. Universities are indispensable in our shared ambition to become an industrialized, high middle-income country by 2030. Accelerating the development of northern Kenya and other ASAL regions is fundamental to this aspiration, and institutions like Garissa University are therefore critical partners in this endeavor. There is no great Kenya without a great northern Kenya. Consequently, we have made clear commitments to unlock the potential of ASALs by consistently and intensively investing in infrastructure development and value chains in partnership with the private sector. We are taking radical measures to accelerate sustainable development, enhance food security, and improve the well-being of all through inclusive growth. It is the reason why this morning I have approved the acquisition of 200 acres of the Agricultural Development Corporation land in Garissa for use by Garissa University, both for research and for establishing food security for this institution. Past experiences and growing awareness of our dynamic and complex context mean that disaster management is now a significant component of our strategy to achieve sustainable development, especially in the context of climate change, where we are switching from drought to floods in a very short time. The university must produce necessary knowledge, impart vital training, and continuously update our national capacity to handle calamities efficiently and minimize their impact on livelihoods and on people and on the nation. To improve productivity of critical value chains, enhance livelihoods, and raise the quality of life in ASALs, the Government of Kenya will collaborate with institutions like the Kenya Medical Research Institute and the Kenya Agricultural Livestock and Research Organization. These partnerships will address prevalent human health challenges and gaps in our agricultural and livestock value chains, and additionally, through the National Research Fund, we have supported Garissa University to lead in transforming the leather value chain, catalyzing productivity for numerous smallholder pastoralists across northern Kenya and in Kenya in general. The Government of Kenya is dedicated to building resilient agricultural enterprises in ASALs to promote nutrition security, develop export manufacturing and value addition capacity, and create employment opportunities and create wealth. Unleashing the immense economic potential in these areas, particularly in agriculture, livestock, and energy sectors, is critical to Kenya's economic transformation. And Garissa and northern Kenya is going to be part of the equation that will make this a reality. As hubs of knowledge, research, and innovation, our universities are at the forefront of this transformation. I therefore urge the academic community of Garissa University to engage actively in partnerships with public and private sector to optimize synergies, and drive impactful changes. We look forward to benefiting from evidence-based insights and advisories from universities to enable informed decisions and knowledge-driven development strategies. It is important that the research agenda engages with community experience and that recommended solutions such as efficient water usage, sustainable agricultural practices, social cohesion, peace, and security are responsive to local needs in the context of our country. Our path to sustainable development must include effectively navigating and successfully addressing critical challenges, many of which bear a global character, including climate change, health emergencies, and the energy crisis, to ensure no one is left behind. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda aims to impact every Kenyan household through the effective and efficient provision of social services, including universal health, the digital economy, and affordable housing. I am very proud that the first 800 units of our affordable housing program have been started in Garissa County, and the other 4,000 units are at the design stage that will be launched in the coming months. I am also very proud that with the county government of Garissa, our health infrastructure is undergoing transformation. Garissa County has already provided 2,000 community health promoters, and working with the national government, we are rolling out the exercise that will make it possible for every citizen in Kenya to access health care and to benefit from our universal health coverage plan that will ensure that no citizen is left behind in matters of health provision. As we confront these challenges, our universities must seize existing and emerging opportunities to enhance their research capabilities and develop appropriate local solutions, creating employment opportunities for our young people and fostering Kenya's overall competitiveness. I am especially eager to witness innovations, and particularly those that help us combat climate change and enhance resilience, including research and development in drought-tolerant crops and livestock varieties, and the development of low-cost technologies for housing, water purification, and transportation. And I'm very happy that this morning, courtesy of our Kenya Defense Forces, we have made water available to Garissa University, and I have instructed the Ministry of Defense to make sure that that water has the necessary technology to make it fit for human consumption. Also this morning, as I heard, because of the increased number of students, the government of Kenya is going to provide 200 million shillings to make sure that the administration block is completed within a year. And I have also requested Safaricom, a request they have graciously accepted this morning, to provide another 200 million shillings to complete the tuition block in Garissa University so that our young men and women can have facilities that meet university standards for them to use in their education. Let me also confirm that because of the increase in the number of students in Garissa University, and because we also know that there aren't sufficient housing facilities in Garissa, I have instructed the Ministry of Housing to provide 1,000 hostels for students in Garissa University, and that exercise is going to start in a month. I am aware that these facilities are necessary to make sure that Garissa University becomes a world-class, respected university in Kenya. And I want to assure you, as my Minister for Defense has said, that we are going to ensure that there is adequate security. And I want to ask parents from Kenya that Garissa University is a safe university and their children can come here because the government of Kenya is going to make sure that no criminal or terrorist or evil people ever step foot again in Garissa University. Given this region's tremendous renewable energy potential, I believe Garissa University must also prioritize research, development, and innovation that generate breakthroughs in solar and wind energy solutions. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this is a very prime space for us because the world is looking for solutions in renewable energy, especially in the context of climate change. We just negotiated as a country a $1 billion facility that will use renewable energy in Kenya for us to expand data centers and digital infrastructure that will be used not just by Kenya, but by Africa as a first step, making Kenya a digital country and providing facilities that will put Kenya at the center of the future of digital learning, digital commerce, digital transformation. Let me also confirm that I am proud of the ongoing development at Garissa University, including the construction of the new facilities I have mentioned, to enhance its capacity to undertake its mission. I also applaud the university's campaign to plant 7,000 trees this year, exemplifying its commitment to a sustainable future for Garissa University and for Garissa in general. Further, I commend Garissa University for its historic contribution to enhancing access to higher education, particularly for students from marginalized communities. Garissa University is doing its part in building a more inclusive Kenya. And I want to assure you that we will spare no effort in making sure that we build a truly inclusive Kenya that leaves no village, no sub-county, no county behind, that we are all going to move together. While there is too much to do, I challenge Garissa University to take every opportunity to ensure that its founding vision is fully realized, making education society's ultimate equalizer and a potent multiplier of opportunities. The government has made progress in complementing these efforts through radical interventions under the new university's funding model, significantly increasing our investment in education, and in particular, focus on ensuring that education remains inclusive, accessible, and affordable to all. I also want to use this opportunity to commend our vice chancellors. I had a meeting with our vice chancellors 3 weeks ago, and they briefed me on the implementation of the new university's funding model. And I was very proud that as a people and a government, we made the right decisions. I want to commend parents. I am informed by our vice chancellors that 18,000 parents who can afford to pay for the university education of their children did not ask for university scholarships, so that we can make those university scholarships available to children from vulnerable families. That is a great mark of patriotism. When we requested parents who can afford to pay, I am very happy that almost 20% of our university students today have not asked for scholarships. Their parents have paid, making it possible for government of Kenya to do more for students who come from vulnerable backgrounds, so that we can leave no child, no university student behind because of the status and the financial capacities of their parents. It is our commitment that we want every child to count. I am aware that this year, university chancellors asked me to provide an extra 4 billion shillings this year to cover for the students that are ongoing in the third and fourth years. And I want to confirm that in this year's budget, we have provided an extra 4 billion shillings to make sure that all our students are catered for. Let me also confirm to the education fraternity in Kenya that we are providing 660 billion to cover for the education of all our children in Kenya. And it is because we believe education is the greatest equalizer, and education is the greatest multiplier of opportunities, of access in Kenya. And therefore, we will continuously put our resources in developing our human capital through education, training, and research. And as a result, this year also, we have provided for resources in the budget for transiting our teachers who have been teaching as interns, that we have now provided money for them in the budget to transit them to permanent and pensionable. I am asking our members of parliament who are here to expedite what is in parliament so that we can transit these very well-deserving teachers who have been teaching for the last 2 years and make them permanent and pensionable. In this year's budget, we have also provided about 52 billion shillings for our Higher Education Loans Board so that we can give scholarships and loans to students, especially from vulnerable families, to make sure that they too are not left behind. I am asking our members of parliament that every child in Kenya deserves a chance, and for them to expedite the work they have in parliament so that we can make these loans and scholarships available to our university students. We have also provided money under our school feeding program to make sure that the many children, especially in arid and semi-arid areas, who cannot go to school because there is no meal at home, that the government of Kenya can provide a hot meal for students and to increase and enhance attendance and retention in school. I am asking our members of parliament to expedite the bill in parliament so that we can make that facility available to vulnerable children who otherwise will be out of school unless there is a meal for them in school. Ladies and gentlemen, we are determined to make a transformative contribution through our partnership to enable Garissa University play its role in building a brighter future of shared prosperity for our nation now and for generations to come. Once again, to the graduating class, my very best wishes and congratulations on your graduation today. And to the entire Garissa University community, you have my commitment, you have my goodwill, and hopefully I will come back here and inaugurate the facilities we have agreed upon this morning. Thank you very much. God bless all of you. God bless our great country, Kenya. Asanteni sana.
A round of applause once again for His Excellency. We may take our seats. With your permission, Your Excellency, I will invite down here the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor for the next brief session.